Ariza. That three off the mark. And for Trevor Ariza, almost exclusively a perimeter player on the offense last year. New scheme, Greg, new teammates, big adjustment.
Yeah, the Rockets having Dwight Howard camping out in the lane and James Harden needing space for dribble drive. Not much room to operate inside for Ariza.
But they do like his defense, and we know he can hit the three. It's a pretty valuable commodity for him.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Now, here is Irving. LeBron outside. Good D by Ariza.
You know, you talk about Trevor Ariza last season. I mean, his field goal percentage dipped to 40. Mostly because he only took threes, or so it appeared. It's hard to be efficient if you're only shooting threes.
James Harden. And they get the first bucket.
And they'll hope that sets the tone at the offensive end going forward. It doesn't always work out that way, but better to start fast than not. There they go. Finally able to drop one in on their fourth try.
You guys, when you think about Trevor Ariza, he was signed by Houston last year to play defense. And did he deliver on that end? He was usually matched up against the opponent's best wing scorer, and he had the highest steals average of his career, almost 2 a game. Add to that, he is a knockdown shooter from beyond the arc.
It's Ariza on the wing.
Certainly not the dream start they were hoping for, going 1 for 4 early. They've had a cold start so far, just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
And the first shot of the night for him, no good. LeBron's shot is off. Here's Harden. Down low. No good. Good D by Irving.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And that misses. That would have put him up.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
It's Harden with the drive. Hit the wide by Houston. Over to the wing. He dishes it to Howard. And that one is hammered home.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand.
That's not as easy as it made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that down.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
You know what? That man can climb a ladder.
Shooting for Houston.
You know what? To allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella's checked in, and Moniunas subbed in for Michael Beasley. Cleveland also making some changes. Channing Fries checked in for Johnson.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Houston's gone 1 of 5 from downtown the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
It's Harden with the drive. Harden missing again.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Well, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
And the Rockets making a change here. Brewers checked in. A switch here also for Cleveland. Osgood's checked in. And that one's good. James.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
And Brewer gets to Bevan. It's Ariza on the wing. Shot clock at 5. And the shot counts. He's fouled. It's a chance for a three-point play.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Eunice kicks to Capella. Some nice passing there by Houston. And stolen by Fry. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And it's Dellavedova missing. Houston in the lead. And it's the Rockets on the break. And there's Ariza. That's good on the assist by Brewer.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Dellavedova dishes to LeBron. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. "19 seconds left in the first quarter. Ariza has the open look. Again, the Rockets score.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
It's LeBron with the drive. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And it's Houston on the break. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Here's LeBron. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Houston on top as they wrap up the first quarter on a 9-1 run. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Amon Shumpert is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Thompson in at the 5 spot.
And Corey Brewer, guys, out of Florida. Remember, won those 2 national championships, teaming up with Joakim Noah and Al Horford. Terrific quickness, and that rangy frame makes him a disruptive defender. Great versatility as well on that end of the floor. Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Here's Smith. Second shot opportunity. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Dwight Howard's checked in for the Rockets. Harden comes in for Patrick Beverly. And it's sent back by Howard. Harden outside. And the rejection by Smith. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for them.
Corey Brewer was the 7th pick in the 2007 draft. He's never really reached that star caliber so many had predicted.
Yeah, you know, his offense has held him back a bit. He's a bit erratic at that end of the floor. Not a great shooter. He slashes effectively well. He's most effective in transition.
Indeed. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Cavaliers?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Here's Shumpert. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Wow. He got whacked on that. There shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo. But he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set. And you can see that evolution right before your eyes. And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Love with the bucket.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Carl. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And talking about Iman Shumpert, he seemed to learn from working with LeBron and Kyrie last year.
Yes, Shumpert was brought over for his defense, clearly, but as a bonus, his offense improved and got better. Now let's see if he can build on that going forward.
Harden the pass to Howard. Here's Brewer. Off target with his 3.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And it's the Rockets on the break. It's Harden with the drive.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on. Clark had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete. And I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
The Rockets trail. And stolen by Love. Here's Smith. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Modi Yunus. For the Cavaliers, Mozgov. He's checked in for Love. And James subbed in for J.R. Smith. James outside.
2 minutes remaining.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Like last season, we saw Moni Yunus make some nice strides.
Yeah, big uptick in his scoring efficiency, Kevin, on both his shooting from beyond the arc and from within the arc increased.
No one near James as he lets it go. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The 3 from Harden. The shot is off. Cavaliers go the other way with it.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
James. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And Montezuma's actually showing a newfound post repertoire there. I mean, he's deceptive. He has hooks and pump fakes, little up and unders. The Rockets looked to him from offense when they weren't playing through Harden.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Capella's checked in, and it's Patrick Beverley in for James Harden. 1:25 left from the first half of basketball. And stolen by Kyrie Irving.
And sometimes you think maybe they're just getting a little too comfortable with the lead, maybe a bit too casual this quarter.
Yeah, and I think they also lost their composure. You see it in the turnovers they've committed.
And Montezuma's is a very confident player. I think where he can still improve is his rebounding and defensive impact. With a 7-foot frame, he's got to learn to play like a 7-footer.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
Houston making a switch. Smith has checked in. And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, that you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
That's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance.
Josh Smith.
Guys, Josh Smith, an interesting case. Clark, he shot about 2 triples a game last year, yet for the last 3 seasons, his free throw percentage has been under, surprisingly, 55%.
Yeah, and that's terribly troubling. I mean, his three-point percentage improved in Houston, but the free throws, really, he can do much better than that. You look at his stroke, I think it's just a matter of concentration with Josh.
It's stolen by Smith. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Ariza with the bucket.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Dellavedova from outside. No good. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
That slasher mentality was on display in that first half. He got to the rim consistently.
Boy, I tell you what, he's got that great first step, and he must have had some quickness porridge or something because he looks a little faster today than normal.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Take a look at what Harden's been doing. He has 11 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Beasley out there with Howard. And it's Beverly in at the point guard. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's LeBron. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And the jam by Harden. This game has a lot of character here in the third period.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I love seeing this type of action. A competitive, compelling matchup. A lot of lead changes here so far.
Yeah, 6 already. Intensity is the theme for this one.
Mozgov kicks to Dellavedova. 6 to shoot. Out to Shumpert. Here's the 3. They grab their own miss. Fires the 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
It's Harden with the drive. That bucket in no time at all. 12 points for Trevor Ariza.
Buckets coming in bunches right now. He is just being big time.
Here's Shumpert. And the rejection by Harden.
And gotta love what they've been doing down low in the post.
2 shots, John. I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
The Rockets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The 3-point shot still there for the 2nd straight season, Greg. He hit the 2nd most threes among power forwards again, landing him back at Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
Smith against Harden. Poked loose. It's stolen by Smith. Pushing it up. And slam dunk by Shumpert.
almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like this.
And especially the fact that it now ties the game. The lead was about to be stretched out. But instead, it's back even.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed step to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points. And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Terrence Jones comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Monty Unison for Trevor Ariza. 5 on the clock. Here's Irving. Left side, Love. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Love's got it all tied up now for the Cavs. On the wing, Harden. Lots of room. Again, the miss by Harden.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
The drive by Smith. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Smith's got 6 points. Here's Harden. The Cavaliers pull it in.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Irving dishes to James. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Yes.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Rockets trailed by 4. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
On the wing, Harden. It's tipped. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. And here are the Rockets now. Beverly, the pass to Harden. Tipped away. Stolen by Beverly. Back to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
You think back to the 2009 draft, the Thunder selecting James Harden 3rd overall, and there was some second guessing there.
Yeah, and Tyreek Evans, Kevin, taking a pick after him, won Rookie of the Year. But with time, Harden's talent has proven out, and you could argue he should have gone first in that draft.
James kicks to Irving. Back to LeBron. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And, you know, you think of Harden on the Thunder. They didn't want to give him that max contract. But it's hard to argue that he's not worth every penny.
The free throw drops for James.
And, guys, when you talk to other players on the Rockets, James Harden, more and more becoming a vocal leader. I mean, tremendous confidence and swagger and determination. But that confidence can be contagious, and it's allowing him now to be a leader on this team.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the second player taken in the 2008 draft, Michael Beasley out of Kansas State, has been the ultimate wild card. Incredibly high expectations for him. At one time, he was the best high school player in the country. But now, you know, Greg, in his 8th season, he's bounced around a little bit. You wonder if he will ever fulfill that great potential.
You know, you could argue he's the best player in college. Best 1 year at Kansas State. I mean, unstoppable scorer and rebound on the collegiate level. And he's shown flashes, but that's the one thing about this level. So much of the game is mental. And not everybody's equipped to handle the responsibility of being a great player.
Excellent play. Smith checked in for Monty Unis.
And thinking about Michael Beasley's career now, he did have a breakout season in 10 and 11. Timberwolves, it was enough to land him a 3-year, $18 million contract with the Suns a couple of years ago. Arrows seem to be pointing up, and things headed south quickly.
Harden dishes to Capella. Kicks it out to Beasley. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Smith on the wing, guarded by Harden. Smith the pass to Irving. Three-pointer. They get it back. And Thompson kicks to Love. Off the mark from 16. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Cavaliers lead by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Cleveland leading by 3. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Shumpert in the 3, the small forward. Irving. On the pass to Shumpert. Just 4 to shoot. And Love throws it down.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Fires from deep. That one's rebounded by Dellavedova. The 3. That's good. And now it's an 8-point Cavalier lead.
The three-point shot has been a real weapon for them in the second half.
Yeah, they've really done a good job of creating good looks from the outside, and now they've really got it going.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but he just didn't have it in him that time.
And Shumpert penetrating. That's in there. Love with the assist.
Timeout. Timeout.
11 points for Amon Shumpert.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, we don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug. Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
The defense better start paying attention and taking care of business because he's been great from the arc this half.
Now, here's Frock. Ariza covering. LeBron against Ariza. It's LeBron with the drive.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
So for the Rockets, Terrence Jones comes in for Josh Smith. And James Harden subbed in for Jason Terrell. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Ariza dishes to Beverly. Back to Ariza. They get a hand on it. And stolen by LeBron. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Smith is checked in. Rockets trailed by 11. Harden, no good.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Outside Irving. Stolen by Harden. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. And that'll be his third foul so far.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
It's Harden with the drive. And he goes, jamming that one home.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there. A little artistry on the inside helps him make it happen. Well, if you really want to make things hard on yourself, that's exactly how to do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
They're not doing themselves any favors at this point. They've got to stabilize their offense with just sound execution.
Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Houston.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And he gets it to go.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
You got to find something, you're right. 3 on 3. Out to Smith. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, this is nothing new. There is some debate on how successful max contracts have been in the NBA. A lot of players have demanded max contract money, but haven't lived up to the pay. In my opinion, there are only about 15 guys worthy of max contracts in the league in any given year.
It's stolen by Smith. Throws it up high. And James throws it down.
A surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
And guys, it had to be because not nearly as easy a play as they made it look.
1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Ariza goes in. Harden again, Smith. Beverly, the pass to Ariza. 6 to shoot. Harden, that's good.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're ahead by 10. 1:27 left to play in the final quarter. Irving attacking. .119 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Smith. Shot clock at 5. Smith throwing the double team. And he gets it to go. And the Cavaliers lead by 12.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Cavaliers.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
Yeah, I thought the subs came in and did an outstanding job, Kevin. Those points off the bench were huge.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And guys, being in opposite conferences, these teams only meet twice a year. And when it's been a while since you've seen a team like this, it always feels good to take the first game of the season series. And that's exactly what's taking place here tonight against the Rockets.
And what a huge standout performance it was for James. Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
And it's sent back by Howard. And it's the Rockets on the break. Beverly with the ball. Ariza with the bucket.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Terry. Lets it go from deep. But they recover it. So we see the Cavaliers taking... Game time in Cleveland as the crowd is filling up the Quicken Loans Arena.
It's got a nice clean game, huh?
Looking at the last game for the Houston Rockets, it was a loss to the Pacers in Indiana. So the Rockets win the tip. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Down low, it's Jones and Howard together. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. And it's Beverly in at the one spot.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Ariza outside. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
And Beverly gets to Ariza. LeBron grabs the miss. Last season was difficult for Dwight Howard, to say the least, across the board. Worse since, in fact, his rookie year.
Yeah, he just wasn't able to stay healthy. I mean, looks dominant in spurts. Gets you thinking, okay, he's back, then his body betrays him.
Assist goes to
Ariza with the bucket. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
LeBron drives in. That's in there. Love with the assist.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Harden dishes to Beverly. And a miss there on the triple. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making